Glenn Lewis, one of the most influential intellectuals in the cannabis community. Hello, this is the Proper Dab Guy, and welcome to the Proper Dab session. We are here today as our first show in our new format, where we'll be doing interviews with prominent people in the cannabis community regarding dabs. Okay. Glenn welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. It's certainly good to be here. Times are a little different, obviously. We're wearing our face masks and trying to be socially distant from each other. Of course, you know I'm a cancer survivor. So it affects me greatly if I was to come down with COVID-19. So trying to take precautions throughout medicating as we used to, and getting used to the new way of participating as far as sharing smoke and things like that, and what that looks like too amongst our community as far as medicating. So thank you for having me here, and I appreciate the accolades you gave me. You can't see the smiles behind here, but I'm all grins because I don't know if I'm really that influential. I just speak from my heart and what this does for medicine, as well as trying to educate people on the laws and how to do things properly within the state. So if that's influential, I guess you could call it that. But
Don't ever question
education.
Don't ever question me on my show again. You're influential, and that's the way it is. Okay. Now, moving on. Now, we're going to move 6 feet apart because we want to take our masks off.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I think you're okay. Yeah.
We are. Now, do you have us on camera? This is very difficult, yeah. Because I guess we have to speak up more.
We are shooting with the prevailing wind heading your way.
So if it really comes down to it, I'm the one that's really screwed, not him. Anyways, I want to talk to you about these dabs here. And what do they do for you and your treatments?
Well, there's a couple of things, actually, that they do for me really quite well. One of them is my nausea. It helps with my nausea. And when I have that first thing in the morning, if I have a dab or a couple of dabs, I'm able to alleviate nausea quite quickly, which allows me to eat at that point. So knowing that the most important meal of the day is getting started in the morning, if I have a couple of dabs, then I'm eating, I'm starting the day in a healthy way. Without the dabs, I'm nauseous. That nausea carries on to occasionally dry heaves and things like that. Well, then there's no appetite there. It's dealing with that. So I'd often skip breakfast prior to finding that regimen that worked and helped my appetite. The other thing it really, really helped with is insomnia, sleeping. If I wake up, if I'm having a bout of insomnia, I can wake up in the middle of the night and simply have a dab and lay back down and go to sleep. Whereas if I'm going to smoke a cannabis joint, it's going to take me probably half or 3/4 of that joint to get that same effect. And not only does it take me, half or 3/4 of a joint to smoke it, that's more inhalation and exhaling of smoke from the herb itself, combusting. So this is a cleaner way. This is more of a vapor that's being filtered by water. So it's actually a healthier way of ingesting it.
And when you do these dabs, I've many shows I've said that watch the heat, keep the heat down to 750 degrees or lower.
Yes, and I like a cold start personally because I'm able to preserve the terpenes that I want at that lower temperature. You could heat the nail prior and then put the dab in as a guesstimate, but I already know where my optimal temperature is of the nail. And that's a big issue too, is people learning what temperature their nail personally operates at, because it's going to vary from one style to another and so forth. So what may take 4 or 5 seconds on this nail may take shorter time on a different type of nail to get that same optimum temperature without it being too hot.
You have to know your rig, know your tools.
Well, it's also the delivery device for my medicine. So understanding that and how that is going to affect my body too, with the lower temperature dabs and how it expresses that terpene profile in the medicine within the plant, within my own body, rather than with a really hot dab. You get the cough, you get the eyes rolling around, your eyes are crying, all this stuff. But you're burning off a lot of the essential part of the plant that's medicinal, in my opinion, at them hotter temperatures. So it may alleviate some people's, say, cravings or drug addiction cravings at a hotter temperature better because of that eyeball rolling effect that some people are looking for. At least that's what I found. But you really got to be careful because you can burn your lungs at the hotter temperatures too. So we want to be friendly to delivery system, and this is our lungs. So having that lower temperature dab, I think, is a really important thing to teach people and how that works. And you can get really in depth with it. I mean, it fractionates at, different temperatures, different things happen. So you can, like I say, you can get really specific with how you deliver the medicine.
But you always should do a proper dab once in a while, I do believe. And I will be doing a proper dab out of Tom's thumb. Now, I do know my tools, so I know what temperature it is. It's approximately, well, I don't know exactly, but I know good enough. It is a proper dab. But I do it in such a way, and I will show you at the end of the session exactly how I do it, so you too can do a proper dab safely. Now, I get the bell ringers. You like the bell ringers?
I do. I have some pretty chronic pain that I deal with. So if I get a good bell ringer in, I feel this warming sensation that comes down through my joints, throughout my body. I know that medicinally I've alleviated a bunch of my problems that way. So I occasionally have a little bell ringer that will, take that away. But on the maintenance side, for my nausea, I don't have to do that. I can simply have a nice, easy inhale, exhale of a low temp dab, and that alleviates my nausea. So different things, though, that I'm delivering the oil into my system for, though. Pain, nausea, sleep. So there's a variety of things that you can treat with dabs, along with regular cannabis. But this is a really condensed way of delivering, efficient way of delivering it in comparison to combusting the herb. You're getting all of that plant material taken out, and you're left with just the oil. And my personal oil here, this is Pineapple Fields, done with THC fresh frozen, so THCA, with about a 12% return on extraction, so dry weight ratio.
That's really good.
So yeah, for fresh frozen, that's pretty good. Yeah, and it brings through whenever you get a concentrate. It should taste like the herb or the terpene profile behind the herb. If it doesn't, something's wrong. I also have some Bruce Banner that was produced by High Five. The Pineapple Fields was done by the Honeycomb Farm. They're one of my favorite extractors in the state. They do an awesome job. These guys are up and coming. This is some Bruce Banner shatter, but I want you to take a look at this. I've been into it, so don't pay attention to the little ripped plastic and stuff. But yeah, that's pretty clear, as you can see.
Oh, now that's lovely.
This is a shatter. This
Shatter.
is a regular shatter. Yeah, this one is. And then, this one here, of course, where it's fresh frozen, it nucleated because of the water content. It's bound to happen. but it makes a great crumble. The terpene profile is incredible. I wish you guys could smell this. I mean, it not only smells like pineapple, but when you dab it, your mouth actually, you can taste throughout your taste buds, and might have been cooked from radiation. The pineapple. So
it's so much like pineapple.
And that's Pineapple Fields by Dynasty.
I wonder if,
genetics.
If you take this pineapple
Professor P and Company
and put them into edibles, I bet you that would taste lovely.
Oh, yeah, right. I mean, if you mash that, how about a pineapple pizza, medicated pineapple pizza?
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Pineapple pizza, you can't go wrong. Shall we do some dabs here?
Absolutely, that's what I'm here for.
We're going to be doing some dabs, and we're going to do, what are we doing
Boston.
here?
Go Boston Red Sox.
Go Boston. Yeah. Oh, well, I happen to be a Cleveland Indian fan myself, and
that's okay. That's fine.
When it comes to that,
we don't. That's.
But all the Boston Red Sox fans out there, they surely remember Tito, one of the greatest.
Is that a proper dab?
Oh dear God, that's giving me the.
So, like I say, I like them low temp
Hollyballs.
The low temp ones, would you like to try some with your?
Do a proper dab with it.
You're more than welcome.
I will do it.
I can set some right in this little thing.
We're gonna do a proper dab, ladies and gentlemen. This is so exciting. I don't know where to start. Okay, here we go. Okay, we'll do a proper dab. This is going to, usually I do this at the end of the session, but I will do it today, right now. Uh-oh. Oh, it tastes like pineapple upside down cake. I love it. I'm going to have to get me some of that. It's a beautiful thing.
Isn't that incredible?
It's beautiful. Now, would you care to try use Tom Thumb?
Absolutely.
Ladies and gentlemen, watch what we do here. We use alcohol, and can I have it? There we go. See, we aren't mussing around here. We're doing the right things. If you think it's the wrong thing, okay, but you have your opinion. Just don't smoke with me like this. Oh, not like this. You know what the hell I mean. Okay, here we go. Oh, we got a dab going on over here.
Oh, they're sitting there. Look lonely.
Oh, you never should have lonely dabs. Okay, here we go.
You know, one thing I do like about the low temp, too?
What's that?
You can see there's still a bunch of oil in there cooking right now. But that's, I'm going to re-dab that probably 2 or 3 times before I wipe that nail out. So, yeah, I'm not done with it.
I want to tell you about old poor Tom Thumb. Sometimes if it gets too hot and you put it down like that, it will fall out. So if you notice that I have it, people say, oh, he always gives everybody a hard time about their rigs being dirty. And look at him with Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb is dirty for a reason. It's necessary. Because this will fall out if it's not. Okay, there we go. Make sure everybody knows that.
I don't know.
I get comments all the time. I get these messages and these emails and everything, and people saying, "Oh, so you think you're Mr. Hot Shit and stuff?" Well, yes, I do.
It wouldn't be proper otherwise.
It would not be proper. And subscribe to the channel, would ya? Here we go. Here we go. Very good. Very good. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this session, and I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to end this session with another proper dab. Do you want to do a proper dab with me too this year?
Absolutely. I'll reheat mine while you're going after yours.
Okay, here we go. This is proper dab time. Subscribe to the channel, make a comment, like, all that shit. Okay, here we go. Whoa! Here we go. Rub it down. Bell ringer. Bell ringer, ladies and gentlemen. Cheerio.